What is up? What is good? How's it going? Welcome back to my channel. This is the second time I'm recording this video because I realized as I was trying to edit the last one that I had like no energy and it was really boring and I hated it. Also, some of the stuff I was talking about, I was not very enthusiastic. So we're trying this again. Basically, today we are going back to what we normally do with the content wrap-ups. And seeing as I've been gone for forever, I should have a very long list of things that I consumed. I don't, because my memory is trash, and I guess most of the things I consumed were rewatches or not that memorable. First up on the list, we have movies, and under movies we only have a single entry, and it is Cruella. I was very hyped about this movie because I saw it on like when I first saw it on Instagram, like I was a little skeptical because I was like, why do they keep remaking movies into live action, like animated movies into live action? We don't need it. But this one was kind of like Maleficent in that it was like a villain origin story, and I love that. Also, it had Emma Stone in it, which I also love her. And I don't know, it just, the vibe of it was a way different from like how 101 Dalmatians is. And so I was like, this is very intriguing, I'm very excited. And I watched it and I loved it. It was a really good movie. I loved the fashion in it. I loved their twist on Cruella. And I just loved her, like the backstory they gave her. It was very interesting, it was very cool. Definitely seems like for her, it's going down a different path than the original. Especially like with her villain side. She's more of an anti-hero in this film, and I love that for her. Really cool. And so honestly, wouldn't mind seeing like a sequel to Cruella and just following her through her life and seeing what happens there. It would be cool. So yeah, we love to see it. It was very entertaining. I loved the story and the characters. Next, we're into music, where we have yet another single entry. With this one, I 100% played myself because I had listened to this group for years, like not like religiously like some people do, like a lot of people do, but like on and off. Like I'd watch a video here and be like, oh, that's fun, hear a song there, I'm like, this is pretty good, but like my brain was like, I don't like listening to songs that I don't understand. And this group, almost all of their songs are in a completely different language. But then I watched this video by a YouTuber that I will mention later on in the video. And she was like, if you want to get into this group, watch their videos of them just like existing and being normal and like hanging out and stuff. And I was like, okay, sure. Like, so I did it. And now I'm obsessed. It's BTS. I'm obsessed. I love them. Those boys are angels sent from heaven, and there's no reason we don't deserve them at all, not even a little bit. My bias is Kim Namjoon. I love him. He has my heart. My bias wrecker is J-Hope. Their music, it just gives me good vibes. I don't know what switch flipped in my brain that suddenly made me a stan for them, but the switch is flipped now and there's no turning back. Yeah, that's the music section. They took over the entire music section. Love that for them. Love that for me. As far as books go, I didn't read very much at all on here, but I read like technically a total of like 4 books, 3 of which are graphic novels. It's like the graphic novelized version of the Adventure Zone podcast of their first campaign. I did indeed listen to the entirety of campaign 1. Loved it. 10 out of 10, do recommend. And the graphic novels are just as freaking fun. They pretty much chronicalized everything that happened. I think they also added a little bit, maybe took out some parts that were like a little bit like too much for the shorter medium. And the art is so beautiful. There's fan art in the back. It's funny. I try to bring these to work so that like when I have downtime I read. It takes every ounce of self-control for me not to laugh out loud. It's almost just as funny as like listening to them talk because I can hear their voices in my head. So when I'm reading their parts, like I can hear them speaking and it's hilarious. I do recommend listening to listen to the first arc and then read the first book, then read the second arc, and read the second book, because that's like how it's broken up in the books and stuff like that. So besides those books, the other book that I read was a science fiction and fantasy stories about Black girls written by Black women. If you know me, you know that I am very like I like to daydream. I love fantasy, I love sci-fi, I love magic, I love all of that stuff, and this book is that. And as like growing up as a, you know, a young Black reader, I didn't see many people that look like me in books that I was reading. And now like it's like a renaissance of Black authors, especially Black female authors, writing about young Black girls with magic or running like sci-fi adventures, and it's crazy and I love it. It was so good. I didn't even tell you what it's called. It's called A Phoenix First Must Burn. I didn't go and find it. It's somewhere in my room, but I'll put like the cover here. Like that's what it looks like. That's who edited it, and it has a lot of amazing authors, including like one of my favorites, Elizabeth Acevedo, and I can't wait to read more anthologies and more fantasies and sci-fis about Black characters. Moving on to the YouTube section. So first one on here is a YouTuber called Ordinary Dreamer, also known as Nadia. I found her on TikTok. She was ranting about how she needs her friends to like hurry up with their character arcs so that she could have her spin-off show or whatever.
I am sick of my main character friends not getting their ish together so they can finish their character arc so I can get my spin-off series! There's only so much I can do as a supporting cast member! Ah!
And then somehow like I swear YouTube and all of those, anything internet related, they listen to you. And like, because somehow her video was recommended to me on YouTube and I found her. I was like, hey, this girl. And I basically went back and watched a bunch of her videos about her ranting about TV shows and anime, and just like her channel is kind of what I want my channel to be. It's just a bunch of miscellaneous fandom related things. She can be calm and then 2 seconds later she's like losing her mind over something, and then she's back and she's like, she just got levels, and she's very funny and very relatable, and I just love her vibe and I just want to be friends with her. Like if somehow you see this, Nadia, like let's be homies, because I think it would be fun. It would be great. Also her art's really fun and I love her art style because she like draws and paints and stuff. It's very pretty. So yeah. Next one is Divya G, who I found, I think because Divya G is subscribed to Nadia and Nadia is subscribed to Divya G and stuff like that. And so like it was just like, well, if you like this, you're probably gonna like this. And like, I can't remember what the video was called, but she was cutting her hair and dyeing it, trying to like make herself feel better because, you know, another really relatable situation. She's very funny, and she's more of a booktuber with her content, but she goes and she reads, and I guess she reads stuff and like kind of judges it. Like she read one of those coronavirus romances. I was like, why is this a thing? And she was also like, why is this a thing? But I guess go get your coin. And it was great. And then she also does this thing where she designs her own covers based on popular cover tropes in different genres, and it's awesome. She's just, again, another relatable individual who I want to be homies with. And then the last thing in the YouTuber section is Achievement Hunter, but we can go ahead and just encapsulate Rooster Teeth in general. Like my homie Q, he's a huge Rooster Teeth fan, and he was just like, showed me this video of them playing Uno the movie. After that, I was just kind of obsessed, and then like I got into their Minecraft series, and I love watching people play Minecraft. It's so much fun. I'm obsessed now. Like I watch them play Trouble in Terrorist Town and GTA, and like they're just hilarious. They're so funny for no reason, and they're ridiculous, and they're loud and chaotic, and it just reminds me of my friends. For the last section, we're miscellaneous. Now, one of them I already told you about, how I finished campaign 1 of The Adventure Zone. Seeing their arc from the beginning to the end was fantastic, and like there was even a thing in the beginning that was mentioned as a goal for one of the characters that kind of like got lost in the sauce of everything else happening, And I was getting disappointed because one of my friends who also listened to the Adventure Zone told me that they kind of like dropped that plot line because other things came up, not on purpose, but like because other things became a priority. And so I was kind of like, dang, I was really looking forward to that. But then it came back in like the last few episodes, and I was like, yes, this is the closure I needed. This is the closure I wanted, and it's the closure I got. 10, like, again, I guess that's the phrase of the video. 10 out of 10, do recommend. And last thing is Dropouts Tv. Basically, this is a streaming service of all of the things that College Humor has made. And College Humor is this company that makes content and videos and shows and stuff for, you know, older audiences. That's freaking hilarious. Like, all of their stuff is so funny. And what got me into it was watching Fantasy High, their first like D&D campaign in like their show Dimension 20, and I was obsessed. Like, I'm already obsessed with D&D, and so I saw this and I'd been wanting to watch it because I kept seeing ads on Instagram, but I couldn't watch it because it was on Dropout, and I didn't have Dropout. But then they put it on YouTube. I watched the entirety of that, and then they started a new campaign that had like them going to a magical school, and I was like, I have to watch it, but it's on Dropout. But then I remembered, I'm an adult. I can pay for things. So I got it. So many of their things, I'm still finding things that I'm obsessed with on their thing, on their platform. 10 out of 10, again, do recommend. And with that concludes this wrap up. Thank you guys for watching. If you like this video and want to see my pretty face again, please like and subscribe, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye.